Gonna be making just doing a little rundown of each Pokemon on my team, and then I'll make the team public and show you guys the code, so you guys can try this team out for yourself. So the team is pretty basic when you look at it. You got Mamoswine, Lycanroc Dusk, Volcarona, Manchelle, Rotom Wash, and a Mungus. And we're gonna go over all of the spreads right now. So Mamoswine is a choice band set, and the EVs are well, he's got an adamant nature, and then he's got 252 attack, and then he's got 100 HP, and then 156 defense EVs. And what this allows Mamoswine to do is live a really any attack from Dracozolt that Dracozolt will want to throw out. So, like, a Max Wymerand from Outrage will only one-hit KO 50% of the time, and if it's Dragon Claw, it will never one-hit KO, meaning that Mamoswine is free to go for Earthquake, and Earthquake will one-hit KO after Life Orb Recoil. If it's not, if it's low enough, you can Ice Shard. Ice Shard is really good for stuff like Flygon as well. And it just overall good for revenge killing purposes, because Mamoswine hits really hard, so even though it's only 40 base power, it's going to hit pretty hard, especially considering Mamoswine is mainly used to check dragons. And then we've got Rock Slide and Icicle Crash for general damage, as well as Earthquake. Ice Shard is really what I put Mamoswine on the team for, because he's really good at revenge killing dragon types, so like stuff like Hydreigon, Dracozolt, Flygon, they all go down to Mamoswine. And so it's really good for that. Flapple too. Flapple is, some people use Flapple because Flapple has the strongest outrage in the game when it's choice banded. And so, yeah, Mamoswine's really good for that kind of stuff. If you're careful, you can check Charizard, but Lycanroc is more for checking Charizard. So Lycanroc is a Focus Sash set, and the moves are the moves are what makes this Lycanroc unique. Obviously, Tough Claw's ability, because that's the only ability that Lycanroc Dusk can get, and you wouldn't really want any other ability anyway. Jolly Nature, because Lycanroc has 1 speed over Alolan Ninetales, and with Max Rockfall, you can stop Aurora Veil, even if it's Focus Sashed, so really good anti-screens. And you'll see that this Pokemon's meant to basically just be a suicide Pokemon that, like, trades itself for something that the opponent needs. So Accelerock is really good because it checks Charizard and Volcarona. Swords Dance will make sure that your Accelerock can always kill, and with Focus Sash you can get it off, provided there aren't hazards on the field. Accelerock will usually one-hit KO even Dynamax Charizard, but you should be a little careful about that because some Charizards do run Charty Berry. I've seen it a couple of times. Nothing you should really have to concern yourself with, but it's just something to note. Sometimes Charizard does run Charty Berry. Volcarona is always going to run Boots. So you've got Swords Dance, which is really good against screens. Grimmsnarl is a really common screen setter, and Swords Dance Brick Break will 2-hit KO through Reflect. And Brick Break through Reflect at +2 will actually put Grimmsnarl in range to be KO'd by Accelerock at +2. So it's a really good combination, makes sure they can't get any screens up. Brick Break will actually one-hit KO Alolan Ninetales through Aurora Veil as well. So, if they bring out Alolan Ninetales late game, you can just Swords Dance while they set up Aurora Veil and then Brick Break, and you're good to go. It's a really good, it's really good for stuff like that, because of how much people like to use screens. And then Close Combat at +2 can one-hit KO Ferrothorn, and then that's really it. Close Combat is really, it's a good all-purpose damage move, and then Accelerock is your stab move, because you don't really need anything other than Accelerock. You could probably swap out Brick Break for Stone Edge if you're not worried about screens. But Lycanroc doesn't really get a good stab that's boosted by Tough Claws. And so it's generally more worth it to put something like Play Rough on here if you don't really care for Brick Break. Play Rough or Crunch is probably a better choice. I personally use Brick Break because it's really good for stopping screens, and my team does not like screens. And then obviously Focus Sash, because you need that to be able to get the setup off. Volcarona is pretty self-explanatory. I go with Modest over Timid because if something's faster than Volcarona, I can check it with priority. I don't really need the speed from Timid, but the extra attacking power from Modest allows you to muscle through stuff. Like, if Chansey comes in, you're able to chip it a lot better with Modest. I've even 2-hit KO'd Chansey with Volcarona. And if you're facing a stall team, you can set up against something like Toxapex or something and then just blow through. It's really good for that. Obviously, you got Quiver Dance because that's what Volcarona is known for. Fiery Dance I really like because even though it's got 10 less base power than Flamethrower, it has the chance to boost your special attack, which can help you if you need to start going on the offensive instead of setting up multiple Quiver Dances. You can just spam Fiery Dance, and you'll probably get lucky occasionally with a Fiery Dance boost. And then Bug Buzz can go through substitutes. And I run Giga Drain over Hurricane because Giga Drain can catch stuff like Seismitoad and Quagsire off guard. And if you don't have Giga Drain, you're really going to struggle with Unaware Quagsire because it'll wall Volcarona's main attacks for days. And it'll Toxic you and then Recover Stall. It's not fun, but with Giga Drain you can just blow right through Quagsire and Gastrodon and Seismitoad and all that stuff. Really, really good move for coverage. Especially since I don't run any weather on my team. I don't have any rain setters, anything that can set up rain, except for Rotom Wash. And it's not always the best idea to bring Rotom Wash, so Giga Drain is the better coverage move in my opinion. And you can set up Sun with Fiery Dance with Max Flare to make Volcarona just hit super hard. And also it kind of helps against stuff like Primarina because it'll weaken Primarina's water moves and it'll force Primarina to Dynamax if she wants to do any sort of damage to you. So it's really good in concert with that. And then, of course, Heavy Duty Boots because you don't want to be taking Stealth Rock damage with Volcarona. Usually I can stop Stealth Rocks, but Boots are just there just in case. If you are really confident that you can stop Stealth Rock or any sort of entry hazards like that, you could run Lumberry. That way you can tank status from stuff like Toxapex or Quagsire as you set up. But generally Boots are better because you just don't want to be... You don't want to be crippled by Stealth Rock, and sometimes it's not really viable to try to prevent it, and so if you just put Boots on Volcarona, you can take care of that. Now, I do have a Volcarona with 0 attack IVs. This isn't really necessary, but for those of you who don't know, Foul Play does damage based off of your attack stat, and since Volcarona is a special attacker, he's not going to be using his physical attack stat, and so it makes sense to make the attack stat as low as possible. That way you take as little damage as possible from Foul Play, because stuff like Diggersby and Grimmsnarl and stuff, they can use Foul Play, and it can really do a lot of damage if you're something like Dragapult, like a mixed Dragapult will take a whole lot of damage from Foul Play. And so it's generally wise if you're using a special attacker to not have the attack IV be max. And I actually had a friend who was able to find a Volcarona den and hunt for a 0 attack IV one, and I'm really thankful to him for that because this Volcarona is really good. Next is Manchelle. This is probably my favorite Pokemon on the team. Manchelle is a Choice Scarf set with Regenerator because Regenerator with Choice Scarf is absolutely broken. I'll show you. I run Jolly. I did experiment with Adamant, but Jolly is better because it lets you get the jump on stuff like Modest Gengar and Scarf Urshifu. Scarf Urshifu will outspeed you if you're Adamant and it's Jolly. So having Jolly just is better for Manchelle's purposes. You won't be doing as much damage, but it's better to be able to pivot out instead of dying to Urshifu. So I prefer to run Jolly on Manchelle. And then High Jump Kick, I run over Close Combat because despite the lower accuracy, the extra base power can make a world's difference against stuff like Alolan Ninetales and Urshifu Dark and stuff. You really, it's probably best to just run High Jump Kick because it's a really good move. And yeah, sometimes it bites you in the ass, but Close Combat's defense drops make Manchelle even frailer, and Manchelle's already pretty frail, and you don't want to be adding to that, and so I think High Jump Kick is more worth it, especially because if you miss, or if you kick into a Protect, you can switch out, recover off with Regenerator, and you can be back. U-Turn, obviously good pivot move, and it lets Manchelle scout with Regenerator. And then Knockoff is good for walls like Toxapex and a Mungus, and especially Gengar, because Gengar likes to run Scarf sometimes, and if Gengar is running Scarf or Specs or whatever, as long as it's not timid, you can outspeed and Knockoff, and Knockoff will KO Gengar. So Knockoff is really good utility, and then Rock Slide because I just hate Charizard. You could run Stone Edge, but Rock Slide has a higher accuracy, and usually Manchelle will be coming in after Charizard has been chipped or something, and Manchelle with a Scarf outspeeds +1 Charizard after going for max Airstream. So something like a Mungus, if it Sludge Bombs as Charizard comes in, that'll put it in range to be KO'd by Rock Slide from Manchelle. If Mamoswine goes for Ice Shard as Charizard comes in, then you'll be able to KO with Rock Slide from Manchelle. You could run Poison Jab here if you're concerned about fairies, but I find Rock Slide to be overall more useful. But Poison Jab is an option, and it deals with stuff like Primarina very well. So if you're got stuff to handle Charizard and you want to handle fairies with Manchelle better, then you can choose to run Poison Jab on here. But for my team, Rock Slide is better because I just hate Charizard so much. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it for Manchelle. This is a really good set, and I recommend you try it out. Next is Rotom Wash. This is my, this is such a stupid set. But, we've got 12 special attack EVs. We've got 4 HP EVs. We've got max special defense, and the rest in defense. I can't add that shit. I'm bad at math. We got choice specs, but we only have 2 attacking moves in Volt Switch and Hydro Pump. We're mainly going to be tricking our choice specs to a wall, and then Will-O-Wisping whatever tries to come in. Volt Switch is used to get something like Volcarona or Lycanroc into setup after the opponent has been tricked and or burned. And then Hydro Pump is just a good damage dealing move in case Rotom actually needs to hit something. Choice Specs Hydro Pump, even with the low investment, will still hit a lot of stuff really hard. And Volt Switch is just for pivoting. It doesn't really have to do a lot of damage. So that's really all it is. It's just a pivot set. It's not meant to do a lot of damage. So it's, yeah, don't think of it as a tank, because it's not going to be doing a ton of damage. It can hit pretty hard, but you're mainly going to be using this to take hits and pivot. And then finally, we've got Mungus. I love Mungus. So he's got 168 defense EVs. He's got 2 something HP EVs. I'm gonna look it up quick because yeah, Mungus. I've put a weird EV spread on Mungus. I'm pretty sure it's actually pretty common. So okay, he's got 248 HP EVs, 168 defense, and then 92 special defense. So, yeah. I'm pretty sure that's, like, standard defensive set. But we've got Clear Smog because Calm Mind Primarina is really common. And so Clear Smog will stop any sort of setup. Also, Weakness Policy on Rhyperior and Lapras is really common. And if you Spore, Giga Drain, and Clear Smog, it will remove their boosts immediately, and they won't even get to use them, and so that's why I have those 3 moves on there. Giga Drain helps keep Mungus healthy, because Black Sludge with Regenerator can sometimes not be enough, because Mungus takes a lot of damage when he's doing what he's supposed to do, which is basically stopping setup mons and being able to sleep stuff in order to get stuff in for setup. And then Sludge Bomb is just a general damage dealing move, because Mungus actually can hit pretty hard. Even without any investment, 206, which is 103 at level 50, I'm pretty sure, is actually not too bad. So Sludge Bomb can do some decent damage to stuff that's weak to it, like Primarina and other grass types. And it can chunk Dracozolt pretty hard, and Dracozolt cannot one-hit KO Mungus with any move. Even Life Orb Outrage with Hustle Boost won't one-hit KO Mungus. It'll do a lot, but that allows you to sleep it and then pivot out, or Sludge Bomb so that Mamoswine can finish it off. Yeah, it's the Mungus is really good defensive. You could run special defense if you've already got like something that can, like Toxapex for physical defense, if you want to do that. But this is I prefer physically defensive, because the metagame right now is very much physical, except for like Charizard and stuff, and so having a Mungus with physical defense is way better. But he's really here just to Spore stuff so that Volcarona and Lycanroc can set up. But a Mungus actually, with Sludge Bomb and being able to like Dynamax and stuff, you can actually like once in a blue moon sweep with a Mungus. It's not very consistent, but you can do it. I wouldn't recommend having a Mungus as your main Dynamaxer, obviously, because you don't want to Dynamax defensive Pokemon if you can help it. But it can help if you know that a Mungus can deal damage. That way, if you need to Dynamax a Mungus to, like, stop a sweeper or something, you can do it. But yeah, obviously, your main Dynamaxers on this team would be, like, Lycanroc, Volcarona, Manchelle, and sometimes Rotom, but mainly these three. Because these three have the highest damage output, and you'll be able to do a lot more damage when they Dynamax. So you just... These are the three main Pokemon that you'd want to be Dynamaxing with. The defensive core is basically Rotom and Mungus. Mungus is a really good defensive Pokemon. He doesn't really need a whole lot of help. Rotom helps out against fire types and such, but Mungus can really handle anything else, like except for like Charizard and stuff, which is where Rotom comes in, and then Lycanroc can also handle Charizard. Lycanroc can actually switch into Gmax Wildfire to threaten Charizard out, though you usually want to try to preserve its Focus Sash. That way it can handle stuff like Urshifu, Dark. Mungus can actually take on both Urshifu forms relatively well, because Spore will allow it to heal up as they're not able to do anything. And Aerial Ace actually does less to a Mungus than their stab moves, except for... No, it does less to a Mungus than Wicked Blow. So actually, most Urshifu that I've seen, like, just instinctively click Aerial Ace because it's super effective. But actually, you want to click Wicked Blow because Wicked Blow will 2-hit KO a Mungus, where Aerial Ace will be like a 5-hit KO or something after Black Sludge. So you don't, but that's a good trap that a lot of people fall into. And if they do click Aerial Ace, you can also just pivot in Rotom if you're concerned about a Mungus getting worn down. If you want to run something like Rocky Helmet instead of Black Sludge. Which you can do. It can work. Black Sludge is just better for healing, and if something tries to trick a Mungus, it's less inclined to do so once they see that a Mungus has Black Sludge, because you'll be wearing yourself down, and a Mungus will basically be able to do its job anyway. But yeah, alright, so we got a battle against Erica number 19,000. They've got... Looks like... Not sure. A Mungus is going to do pretty well. Mienshao is going to do pretty well. I think I'm going to do Mienshao, a Mungus, Mamoswine? That seems good, right? Mienshao, a Mungus, Mamoswine. Oh wait, no. Maybe Volcarona. Yeah, I think Manchelle, Mungus, Volcarona. Because, what is it? Tangela has really high physical defense. But, yeah. Well, actually, no, Mungus can handle Tangela if they bring it. Let's bring Lycanroc. Yeah, Lycanroc. Lycanroc's really good. So we'll bring Lycanroc to handle the other Pokemon. I have no idea what song is playing because I have my monitor muted. So I apologize. Okay, so they got Primarina. Okay, so this is risky because Primarina can run Psychic. Usually it's Sub-Calm Mind, so you turning into a Mungus is generally the best play here. I did have someone that ran Psychic and they predicted that, but I think we'll be okay just you turning into a Mungus. If we need to, we can sack Lycanroc, because the Mungus can... Okay, they're gonna switch out. Okay, they're gonna send in Tangela. That's actually really good for me, because now I can threaten... Because now... So I know that there's two Pokemon on their team that are threatened by Sludge Bomb. So I can send in a Mungus and just click Sludge Bomb really freely, actually. Because let's see what they have. That, like... Yeah, nothing can really handle Sludge Bomb. except for Rhyperior, but Rhyperior does not want to come into a Mungus. So we'll just click Sludge Bomb. Yeah, they're going to try to pass subs, which is totally fine with me because I can just Sludge Bomb and just like, this Tangle is not going to get anywhere. So yeah, this is totally fine. Yeah, that's fine, because we can just like, yeah, this is A-okay right here. So they did use Endeavor, and so we're down a little bit, but we'll be okay because we can switch in Manchelle to take a hit, and we'll be good to go. Because we don't really need Manchelle right now, but we do need a Mungus for Primarina. Like anything. But I think we'll be okay. So Psychic shouldn't KO, but just to be safe, I'm gonna max Overgrowth. I'm gonna Dynamax Mungus. I know I just said we shouldn't Dynamax defensive Pokemon, but this Primarina has Psychic, and that is not good. So my goal right here is just to put Primarina in range for Accelerock from Lycanroc, and then try to sweep with Lycanroc, because I've only got 2 Pokemon after this, and we should be good to go. So let me just damage calc, see how much Lycanroc's +2 Accelerock does to a Primarina. Oh, we're fine. We are A-okay, dude. We're good. How much did that do? I wasn't paying attention. Alright, I need to put you to level 50. Okay, so we just need to get, okay, so this is Assault Vest. So we're gonna max Guard here. So I want to stop. I want to keep Psychic Terrain off. That is my main goal right now. Because if Psychic Terrain goes up, I cannot Accelerock. Okay, we're good. Ooh, yeah, let's go. We got that crit, boys. Okay. So, I'm not quite sure that Primarina is in range of Accelerock. No, she's definitely not. So this is gonna be... Oh no, she 100% is in range of +2 Accelerock. Alright, we are good to go. We're good to go. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, now she's definitely in range of +2 Accelerock. She might be in range of just normal Accelerock, actually. Is she Specs? Let's see. Oh yeah, she's in range of just normal Accelerock. So just keep her low. Cool. Okay, so she is in range of Accelerock now. So we should be fine now to just finish the game out with Lycanroc. Because let's see. This should, yeah, she should be in range of Accelerock. Let's go. Okay, who's your last? Persian. Alright, cool. So we're just Swords Dance here. See what Persian wants to go for. Go for... Okay, that was... Okay, it's Life Orb. Okay, it should... I don't know if it's in range of +2 Accelerock. I might have just thrown the game. I did not expect... Wait, how are you faster? How are you faster? Wait. What's Persian's base speed? What? Oh, it's base 115. Okay, so he is way faster. Okay, we got him. Nice. Cool, cool. So yeah, that's just a basic example of how the team works. Yeah. So now we're gonna go make the team public. Okay. I have a few stupid teams public. Okay. So here's the team. And yeah, we're just gonna make it public. Not really thrilled to do this. I've really enjoyed using this team, but yeah. So we will check. There we go. There's the code if you want to try this team. I really like this team. As you saw, it works pretty well. So I think we should be good now. I think I showed you guys everything that you need to know about the team, so you guys can use it effectively. And yeah. So thank you guys for watching. I will... hopefully I'll be able to make some more Pokemon stuff. I really like Pokemon, as you guys can probably tell. I stream it and play it a lot. But yeah. So if you guys want to try out this team, you guys can do that. And, you know, let me know how it goes for you, because I've had a lot of success with this team, obviously. I've made it to top 1,000 with it. But I really want to know, like, how other people can do with this team as well. Because if you guys can make improvements to it, we can work together and we can kind of make this, like, a really good team that doesn't use any of, like, that's, like, just a fun, you know, off-meta team. Anti-meta team is what I meant to say. But, yeah, that's just a basic rundown of how the team works, how to use it, and what the purpose of all the Pokemon is to do. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will...